నేను మాత్రం మా ఇద్దరు పిల్లల్ని క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అందించే ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీ స్కూల్లో మాత్రమే చదివిస్తాను. ఇలా అన్నీ ఉన్న చోట మన పిల్లల్ని చదివిస్తేనే వాళ్ళకి మంచి భవిష్యత్తు ఉంటుంది.
నాకు అన్ని నెంబర్ 1 కావాలి. అందుకే నా పెద్ద మనవరాల్ని అన్ని వసతులతో క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అందిస్తున్న స్కూల్లోనే జాయిన్ చేశాను.
ఏ స్కూల్ సార్ అది?
ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసరీ స్కూల్. క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లో నెంబర్ 1, కల్చరల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ లో నెంబర్ 1, స్పోర్ట్స్ లో నెంబర్ 1, క్యాంపస్ లో నెంబర్ 1.
అది
మీ పిల్లల బంగారు భవిష్యత్తుకు మాది బాధ్యత.
This is Usha. Today I am going to say about 7th class grammar. Today I am going to say भाषा की बात यानी भाषा की बाग, parts of speech in English for you, parts of speech about them today I am going to say. भाषा की बाग, it is nothing but parts of speech. Parts of speech, these are almost 8 types are there. 8 प्रकार है ये. 8 प्रकार, it means there are 8 types. First one is sanya, and second one is sanya means it is noun in English. Second one is sarvanam. Sarvanam means pronoun, and third one is visheshan, and fourth one is kriya, and fifth one is kriya visheshan, and sixth one is sambandh bodhak, and seventh one is samucchay bodhak, and eighth one is vismayadi bodhak. And these 4 types and these 4 types, here this side 4 types and this side 4 types I have written. These 4 are vikari shabd. Vikari shabd. Vikari shabd means according to the sanya, sarvanam, visheshan, kriya, in a sentence there will be change in tense and gender. But here kriya visheshan, sambandh bodhak, samucchay bodhak or vismayadi bodhak, in these will be called as avikari shabd. These are called as avikari shabd. It means there will be no change when you use these words. There will be no change in the sentence according to the gender and tense. But here sanya, sarvanam, visheshan, kriya, these will be changed according to the tense and gender. These are all the 8 types. In English also you will be having 8 types of parts of speech. Same way bhasha ki baat there are 8 types. Once again I am saying sanya, sarvanam, visheshan, kriya. Next one is kriya visheshan, sambandh bodhak, samucchay bodhak, vismayadi bodhak. And these I will show you. So according to this, these are those. And today I am going to say these 4 parts. In those 8 parts I am going to say 4 parts: sanya, sarvanam, visheshan और kriya. First one we will go for sanya. Sanya है 5 प्रकार की. It means 4 types there are. Sanya 5 प्रकार की है. It means 5 types. So first one is, so here just I am showing you here. Sanya 5 प्रकार के है. So first one is व्यक्तिवाचक संज्ञा. व्यक्तिवाचक संज्ञा. And second one is जातिवाचक संज्ञा. And third one is भाववाचक संज्ञा. And fourth one is समूहवाचक संज्ञा. And fifth one is द्रव्यवाचक संज्ञा. द्रव्यवाचक संज्ञा. So here there are 5 types in संज्ञा. संज्ञा means किसी व्यक्ति, वस्तु, स्थान या भाव के नाम को संज्ञा कहते हैं. You already know about it. In English also you will be having, it is nothing but noun. It is nothing but noun. ये 5 प्रकार है. It means there are 5 types: व्यक्तिवाचक संज्ञा, जातिवाचक संज्ञा, भाववाचक संज्ञा, समूहवाचक संज्ञा और द्रव्यवाचक संज्ञा. Now I am going to say briefly about this. व्यक्तिवाचक संज्ञा means जिस शब्द से किसी व्यक्ति या वस्तु या स्थान के बारे में बताता है उसे व्यक्तिवाचक संज्ञा कहते हैं. Examples: राम, हैदराबाद. These are the examples for व्यक्तिवाचक संज्ञा. किसी व्यक्ति या स्थान के नाम को बताने वाले को व्यक्तिवाचक संज्ञा कहता है. It means it shows the name of a person or a place. Like that, these will be called as Vyaktivachak Sanya. Next, Jativachak Sanya. Jativachak Sanya means about a particular group. It means ladka. It means all the people, all the boys will be called as ladka. It means jati. About that it indicates ladka. Next, pakshi. These are the examples for Jativachak Sanya. And Bhavavachak Sanya. Bhavavachak Sanya means it is a feeling. Bhavavachak Sanya means it is a feeling. That feeling will be shown. Those will be called as Jati. Bhavavachak Sanya. Bhavavachak Sanya means Sukh. Examples for that is Dukh. These are the examples for Bhavavachak Sanya. Bhavavachak Sanya means it is just a feeling. Feelings will be called as Bhavavachak Sanya. And Samuhvachaks, a group of persons or a things or the birds or anything, living beings, anything, Samuh. Samuh means a group of will be called as Samuh. For example, Sena, Vidyarthi, Kaksha. These will be called as a group will be called as Samuhvachak Sanya. Next, Dravyavachak Sanya. Dravyavachak means a material. Dravyavachak means a material. About a material indicates just like Sona. Sona means gold. Next, Pani, Doodh. These are called as Dravyavachak Sanya. It means a material. It will be it indicates a material. So once again see Sanya. There are 5 types. First one is Jativachak Sanya. Second one is Vyaktivachak Sanya. Second one is Jativachak Sanya. Third one is Bhavavachak Sanya. Fourth one is Samuhvachak Sanya, Dravyavachak Sanya. Up to now we have completed Sanya. And now next coming to Sarvanam. Sarvanam means pronoun. Noun, Sanya means noun, Sarvanam is pronoun. There are 6 types for this in this Sarvanam. It means there are 6 types. 6 prakar hai. There are nothing but Purushvachak Sarvanam, Nishchayvachak Sarvanam, Anishchayvachak Sarvanam, Sambandhvachak Sarvanam, Prashnavachak Sarvanam, Nijvachak Sarvanam. So detailedly I am going to say about these parts. There are 6 parts. Sarvanam means संज्ञा के बदले आने वाले प्रयुक्त होने वाले शब्द को सर्वनाम कहता है संज्ञा के स्थान पर. So हर वक्त it means every times we can't use संज्ञा, the naming word we can't use it. In the place of naming word, when we want to use another word, that is nothing but sarvanam. In the place of sanya, which word we will use, that is known as sarvanam. कि संज्ञा के स्थान पर प्रयुक्त होने वाले शब्द को सर्वनाम कहता है. ये 6 प्रकार है. पुरुषवाचक सर्वनाम. पुरुषवाचक सर्वनाम में एक शब्द के दूसरे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल्स फॉर these are divided into 3 parts. उत्तम पुरुष, मध्यम पुरुष, अन्य पुरुष. उत्तम पुरुष, मध्यम पुरुष और अन्य पुरुष. उत्तम पुरुष means the person we ourselves, my, हम. It indicates about us. Uttam Purush means about one, ourselves. Madhyam Purush, it means the person, another person. Tu, tum, aap. Anya Purush, vah, ve, yah, ye. These words will be used for Anya Purush. Uttam Purush, Madhyam Purush or Anya Purush. Ourself, my, hum. It means it indicates about ourselves. Madhyam Purush means about other person. And Anya second person. Anya Purush means third person. It indicates about the third person. This is about Purushvachak Sarvanam. And next one is Nishchayvachak Sarvanam. Nishchayvachak means about a particular thing. It indicates Nishchit Roop se. It means about a particular vastu या particular person. It indicates. Just like Bharat Hamara Desh hai. Bharat Hamara Desh hai. It means here indicates that we ourselves, Hamara. It means Nishtay. It is exactly correct. That's why it is known as Nishchayvachak Sarvanam. And next coming to the Anishchayvachak Sarvanam. Anishchayvachak means Sandeh. Sandeh. It means a doubt. It will form a doubt there. Sandeh. It means we will be having, it can be completed or it cannot be completed. So, for examples for that, koi, kuch. It means we can't say exactly how much number it is, how it is. It is, we are having a doubt, Sandeh, we are having a doubt about that. That is known as Anishchayvachak Sarvanam. Next, coming to the Sambandhavachak Sarvanam. It means it shows the relationship between two words. It shows the एक शब्द से दूसरे शब्द का संबंध का होता है. संबंध बोधक सर्वनाम means. It means in a, for examples you can say जो, सो, जिस, उस. It means these will indicate the relationship between from one sentence, one word to the other. For example, जो करेगा सो पाएगा, जो करेगा सो पाएगा. It means here this indicates that both the relationship between the words, that is known as Sambandhavachak Sarvanam. Next, Prashnavachak Sarvanam. Prashna means questioning. Sarvanam, Prashnavachak Sarvanam, it is just like a questioning form it will be. Examples, यह कौन आ रहा है, यह कौन आ रहा है. Here it is used as a sarvanam and here it indicates Prashnavachak Sarvanam. कौन, कहा, कब, these are the questioning aids. And next, निश्चयवाचक सर्वनाम. निजवाचक सर्वनाम. निजवाचक सर्वनाम means अपने लिए. It means about ourselves. It says अपने, अपनी, अपना. It means about ourselves. In a sentence we have to use it whenever we talk about ourselves. Then we will be using अपने, अपनी, अपना. For example, मैं अपने घर जा रहा हूँ. मैं अपने पुस्तक में पढ़ रहा हूँ. It means whenever we talk about ourselves, then we have to use अपने, अपनी, अपना in the sentence. And up to now we have completed संज्ञा सर्वनाम. Now coming to the विशेषण. विशेषण है 5 प्रकार. It means 5 types there are. विशेषण, how many types there are? 5 types there are. गुणवाचक विशेषण, first one is, second one is संख्यावाचक विशेषण, third one is परिमाणवाचक विशेषण, fourth one is सर्वनामिक विशेषण and fifth one is संबंधवाचक विशेषण. संबंधवाचक विशेषण. So detailedly about this गुणवाचक विशेषण. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल विशेषण इट विल बी यूज संज्ञा या सर्वनाम की विशेषता बताने वाले को विशेषण कहते हैं. संज्ञा या सर्वनाम की कोई विशेषता को बताने वाले को विशेषण कहते हैं. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अबाउट गुणवाचक विशेषण, किसी व्यक्ति या संज्ञा या सर्वनाम की गुण को, गुण इट मीन्स अबाउट द क्वालिटी इफ इट सेज, देन इट विल बी गुणवाचक विशेषण. फॉर एग्जांपल अच्छा, it means good, बुरा, bad, मोटा, fat, this type. It means किसी संज्ञा या सर्वनाम की गुण को बताने वाले को गुणवाचक सर्वनाम कहते हैं. एग्जाम्पल अच्छा, बुरा, मोटा. And next one is संख्यावाचक विशेषण. It means whenever we get the importance in a sentence for संज्ञा and सर्वनाम, if it indicates about the numbering, संख्या means number. संख्यावाचक विशेषण about the number if it indicates, then it will be known as संख्यावाचक विशेषण. Just like 5 बच्चे, it means 5 children. 6 पक्षी, 6 पक्षी, it means 6 birds, like that. It means if it indicates about with the number, then it will be called as संख्यावाचक विशेषण. Next, परिमाणवाचक विशेषण. परिमाणवाचक means a quality. How much quality it will be there in that about that indicates परिमाणवाचक सर्वनाम. किसी वस्तु की परिमाण 2 लीटर, it means it indicates about the quantity. परिमाण means a quantity, how much quantity it is there about, it indicates 2 लीटर या 1 शेर. It means these indicates the quantity, that's why it will be known as परिमाणवाचक विशेषण. नेक्स्ट सार्वनामिक विशेषण. सार्वनामिक संज्ञा की विशेषता को बताते वक्त सर्वनाम का प्रयुक्त होता है तो उसे सार्वनामिक विशेषण कहता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल्स यह कोट, इट मीन्स इट इंडिकेट्स, यह सर्वनाम विल बी यूज्ड फॉर इंडिकेटिंग कोट. सो यहाँ पर सर्वनाम का प्रयुक्त हुआ है, इट वॉज यूज्ड सर्वनाम, दैट्स वाई सर्वनामिक विशेषण कहता है. यह कोट, यह पुस्तक, ये बच्चे, दिस टाइप. नेक्स्ट संबंधवाचक सर्वनाम. अबाउट संबंधवाचक, संबंध को बोध करता है. संबंध, इट मीन्स ए रिलेशन विल बी फॉर्म्ड देयर. संबंधवाचक सर्वनाम मीन्स आजकल लाखों लोग विचार में है. एग्जाम्पल, आजकल लाखों लोग विचार में है. Here if you understand the look at the words means आजकल लाखों, it means here lakhs of people विचार में है. विचार means they are inside. Here both of them will have the relation, then only the sentence will be formed and it is विशेषण. Both of them are विशेषण but both of them are related with each other in a sentence. That's why it is called as संबंधवाचक विशेषण. Once again about विशेषण, it is adjective. ए 5 प्रकार है. देयर आर 5 टाइप्स. फर्स्ट वन इज गुणवाचक विशेषण. सेकंड वन इज संख्या. इट मींस हियर अबाउट द क्वालिटी. हियर संख्यावाचक विशेषण अबाउट द नंबर एंड परिमाणवाचक विशेषण अबाउट द क्वांटिटी and sarvanamic विशेषण it means about the pronoun and संबंधवाचक विशेषण means about the relation between the words. These are the examples for sarvisheshan. Up to now you have completed sanya, sarvanam, visheshan and now about the kriya. Kriya means verb. Kriya means verb. ये 2 प्रकार है. 2 types they are kriya. First one is akarmak kriya और sakarmak kriya. It can be identified with the verb. Kriya means verb. Akarmak और sakarmak kriya. About this once again I am going to say कर्ता के, जहाँ कर्ता के व्यापार का फल कर्ता पर होता है, then it will be called as अकर्मक क्रिया. For example, राम पुस्तक पढ़ता है. यहाँ पर ये करता है. It is कर्मा और क्रिया. So when you go for the sentence, यहाँ पर राम पुस्तक पढ़ता है, राम के बारे में है, कर्ता के बारे में ये क्रिया है. That type of sentences will be called as akarmak kriya. That type of verb will be called as akarmak kriya. It means कर्ता के व्यापार का फल कर्ता पर पड़ता है, तब then it will be called as akarmak kriya. सकर्मक क्रिया. सकर्मक क्रिया means राम ने रोटी खाई. If you observe here, Ram ne roti khai. Here there is no importance about Ram here. Here importance was given for karma. It means roti, about roti. It is being said khai. Not about the here there is no importance for Ram. Here karta. Here in this sentence there is an importance about karta. That's why it is called as akarma kriya. The sentences where we will be having importance about the karma, then it is that type of verbs will be called as sakarmak kriya. Mostly sakarmak kriya will be used in bhutakal. It means past tense sentences only the sakarmak kriya. Past tense sentences we will be using the sakarmak kriya and it is one of the important thing which we have to remember for the past tense. और अकर्मक क्रिया और सकर्मक क्रिया. These are the examples. राम पुस्तक पढ़ता है, राम ने रोटी खाई. Here importance about the karta, here importance about the karma. And this is about kriya, akarmak kriya or sakarmak kriya. And this can be identified, sakarmak kriya, with the verb. If you ask a question, kiya, if you get an answer for the verb, then it will be called as sakarmak kriya. If there is no answer, only the question is kiya, not another questioning forms, only the question kiya. For the verb, if you ask, if there is an answer, then it will be sakarmak kriya. If there is no answer, it will be called as akarmak kriya. This is one of the thing which you can identify clearly. And now up to now we have learned sanya, sarvanam, visheshan or kriya. These are the 4 parts and these are vikari shabd. According to this, we can change the genders and the tense in the sentences. Remaining 4 parts we will have it in the next class. Thank you.
నేను మాత్రం మా ఇద్దరు పిల్లల్ని క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అందించే ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీ స్కూల్లో మాత్రమే చదివిస్తాను. ఇలా అన్నీ ఉన్న చోట మన పిల్లల్ని చదివిస్తేనే వాళ్ళకి మంచి భవిష్యత్తు ఉంటుంది.
నాకు అన్ని నెంబర్ 1 కావాలి. అందుకే నా పెద్ద మనవరాల్ని అన్ని వసతులతో క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అందిస్తున్న స్కూల్లోనే జాయిన్ చేశాను.
ఏ స్కూల్ సార్ అది?
ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసరీ స్కూల్ క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లో నెంబర్ 1, కల్చరల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ లో నెంబర్ 1, స్పోర్ట్స్ లో నెంబర్ 1, క్యాంపస్ లో నెంబర్ 1.
అది
మీ పిల్లల బంగారు భవిష్యత్తుకు మాది బాధ్యత.